Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between the deep.
It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick Seating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. Now, let's go live to the stadium for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
All the way himself for the touchdown. Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out. Matchup, even though it's a non-league game, these two teams really want to set themselves up for the postseason. It is the visiting Ellensburg Bulldogs. They are ranked third in the 2A poll, coming in with a record of 11-1. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers home tonight with a record of 8-1, and they're ranked fourth in the 4A poll. We're talking the coaches poll here because as I talk to the coaches, nobody pays attention to the WIAA RPI ranking, although that does matter when it comes in time to seed for the state tournament. Well, we're still a ways from that, but in the meantime, these two teams are meeting, both one loss apiece, and both of those losses came for each team in the first match of the season. For Wenatchee was on the road on September 6th against Linden, where they fell 3-2. Meanwhile, for Ellensburg, their first match of the season was also against Chelan. Well, we know Chelan is a powerhouse as well in 1A volleyball, and the Goats came out on top of that one, 3-2. So since then, both of these teams have been on runs. Now, one thing the Wenatchee Panthers are going to have to pay attention to tonight is the height that Ellensburg brings to this contest. So those typical spikes that you get at the net, sometimes you're going to hit, well, probably more often than not, you're going to hit hands on the other side of the net, as the Ellensburg Bulldogs features in their starting lineup 6'2", 5'11", and 5'10". Here tonight for Wenatchee. They don't have anybody that can match up in that size, but they do have the hops. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll take a quick break, come back, and get you the starting lineups and get you ready for the first serve. It's Wenatchee, it's Ellensburg, it's non-league, but I'll tell you what, as far as a future state championship for either a 2A or a 4A, you can be getting a preview here tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll come back with more at Wenatchee High School right after this. Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Head coach Jesse Stickle. Right now,
You won't be voting for Congress or the presidency this year, but local elections are the place where your voice can make the most difference. Wenatchee Valley candidates are lining up to serve on city councils and school boards on both sides of the Columbia River. NCWLIFE put all of them in the hot seat so you can find the ones who represent you the best. Watch our interviews at these times and dates right here on our channel or anytime online at ncwlife.com. You're watching the NCWLIFE channel. Your vote matters to us.
The starter here tonight, also getting a start, Lydia Simmons, Andy Musser, Jolie Tornow, Hadley Potts, and Kendall Rinta. Meanwhile, for the Wenatchee Panthers, we have Kate Berry, Brevin Lunstra, also Journey Jelsing, Soraya Jensen, Claire Demersion, Riley Jones, and Ava Ballou. We'll be back with the opening serve right after this timeout. Okay, we're clear.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. Oh. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
Bulldogs, they're in red, trimmed in blue and gray. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers in their home blacks with purple numbers trimmed in gold. Again, Wenatchee with a record of 8-1, their first place in the Big Nine, 8-0 in conference play. Davis 6-2. Both those losses came to Wenatchee, so the Panthers looking to win yet another consecutive Big Nine title. West Valley right now in third place at 4-3 in the Big Nine. Eisenhower in fourth place at 4-4. RPI rankings, the latest according to the WIAA. Curtis ranked number 1, Camas number 2, Kamianka number 3. Wenatchee's all the way down at 5th in the RPI ranking. Coaches poll has Wenatchee at 4th. And as we mentioned, Ellensburg ranked in the coaches poll at number 3 in the 2A classification. Two teams have met on the floor. They have tossed a coin. We have our first service coming up here in just a moment. Our officials tonight, Bill Lieber is R1. Jess Poland is the R2. Chris Poland is the line judge along with Demery Sugg. So just about ready for volleyball here tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. A little smaller crowd than we had on Tuesday night as Wenatchee was able to sweep aside the West Valley Rams. Starting that match on Tuesday, Kate Berry was the opening server and went through 9 points before West Valley could see a tickle on their side of the scoreboard, and it will be Kate Berry to open up things here tonight. Again, it's Sarah Stickle on the line here for Ellensburg. Lydia Simmons, Andy Musser, Joelle Turno, Hadley Potts, and Kendall Rinta. Kate Berry with a service. We're underway here on the NCWLIFE channel, and quickly a kill from Lundstra, and right down the line it goes. Lundstra with the first kill of the match. As we mentioned, Ellensburg on an 11-match win streak coming in here too tonight. Wenatchee on an 8-match win streak. Good serve again. Back to get it is Simmons, and beautiful play on a kill at the net. And we're going to have to watch that height advantage that Ellensburg has all night long. Jolie Tordo came up with the kill and the point, 6'1" senior. And now the service back to the Bulldogs, and it will be Sarah Stickle with the serve. Wenatchee kill at the net, block, but Ellensburg keeps it alive. Here's a little soft touch. Kate Berry down to get it. Reverse set, and the kill attempt is blocked out nicely by Ellensburg. Again, that ball blocked on their side of that, and here we go. Second point to the game, and we're already in a Donnybrook here on the volley, and this one's going to go out of bounds. Good communication on the Wenatchee side, and the Panthers have a 2-1 lead. I guess I should say that was the third point of the match so far. Back to serve here. Another one who served very well the other night is Sienna Nell. She checks in her first serve. Back line it goes to their libero, Aubrey Roseberry. And this one's going to be a point to Wenatchee as it was out on the attempt at the net by Ellensburg. Wenatchee out to the early lead here, 3-1, but we're expecting this one to be tight all the way and maybe go 5 sets here tonight. Nell's next serve, just that dying quail, gets across the net, down to a knee to try to return it was Andy Musser, and it goes off of her hands as an ace for Nell. Panthers up 4-1. Nell again on the service. Left hand from the right side. Again, just a knuckleball as it comes across. Here's a kill attempt, and it was touched by Wenatchee. Going to be a point to the Bulldogs here. Kind of a miss hit by Torno at the net, but she'll take it as it spins off a Wenatchee hand out of bounds. I have a feeling that because of club play and because of different opportunities, we're going to get a point here to Ellensburg. I think into the net was Wenatchee. Yes, they were. I have a feeling some of these gals know each other on either side of the net here. 4-3 the score, and serving is Musser for the Bulldogs. Good serve. Wenatchee's there. Here's a little set, and they try to go soft. That's something I wanted to see here for Wenatchee, if they would kind of abandon the hard kills. No, just what I was talking about. No, it is going to be a point for Wenatchee as it falls on the Ellensburg side. With the height that Ellensburg has, I'm expecting them to have a pretty good chance of blocking a lot at the line, at the net. But this point goes to Wenatchee, and the service will be to Claire Demersion. Claire with her hair tucked up in a bun behind her head, and an ace for Claire as she finds the back corner. So difficult to judge that as it goes screaming back there. Simmons thought it was going to be out, and for Ellensburg, unfortunately not. So Demersion with the service again. Wenatchee by 3. Again, that difficult serve. Simmons got down to a knee, and here's a kill at the line, and this one good again for Jolie Torno. 6'1" senior rises high, and Wenatchee with a block attempt that falls on the Panthers side for a point to the Bulldogs. And Torno, who just got the kill, now gets the serve. Barry to a kill, and I think that was Demersion who came up off the sets. Give the assist to Kate Barry. Substitution for Wenatchee. In comes Ava Ballou. And also in is Lauren Waligorski, and she'll have the service for Wenatchee, leading at 7-4 here in the first set. Lauren's serve, left hand from the right side. Ellensburg there. The kill attempt goes spinning out of bounds, and give a kill up front to Lydia Simmons. 5'10" senior, using her height to get up high, and she's also purveying the other side of the net to see where there might be a hole in the pond. This time the ball skims off of fingertips and goes out of bounds. A point to Ellensburg, 7-5. Largest lead here so far has just been 3 by the Panthers. 1 tie in this first set. Beautiful serve. I think that was Stickle who had the serve. Here's a cross-court shot, and it goes in. And that was thanks to Journey Jelsing. We talked to Journey after the match the other night, talking about this Panther team and how they've really come together this year after that opening loss on the road at Linden. Jelsing will have the service. Her serve all the way to the back line for Roseberry. Now a kill attempt up front as Wenatchee's there. Barry was able to get it up. Just a touch by the Panthers to get it back over by Lundström. Here's a kill attempt. The ball blocked at the net, but again, it falls on the Wenatchee side and will be a point to Ellensburg. 8-6 the score. Again, just 3 points the separation, and then here comes the Bulldogs right back. Service for Ellensburg will be by Simmons. She'll look over to Coach Stickle, get to where he wants to go. They'll go to Kate Barry on the back line. Here's a set and a little touch up front by Demersion. Here's a kill attempt and a nice job and a push. Good eyes up front by Potts. Hadley Potts with her first kill, if you will. To call it a kill is, how about killing you softly? A little soft touch there by Potts. 8-7. Ellensburg trying to tie it up for the second time here in this first set. Back line it goes. There is Wenatchee. Here's the set up front, the kill attempt. And this time, Demersion gives you no choice. If you're able to put a hand on that, it caroms out of bounds into the bleachers across the way. And a point for Wenatchee. 9-7 Panthers. And just like that, I'd love to see that, where the person who gets the point then is the service person. That is Demersion right now. Her serve barely clears the nets. And again, cross court. This one a little bit too deep off of the fist of Potts. Hadley trying to go for that hole in the zone back there, and just a little bit too wide. So a point to Wenatchee. Again, the service to Claire Demersion. Claire's serve, good. Simmons with it. Reverse set, and then they'll just get it back across, live for another opportunity. Here's a kill by Wenatchee. Dig by Ellensburg. Kill, cross court. Set up for the Panthers. They get it back across. It's deep, too far. Nice idea as Ellensburg came crashing the net once again, but it was a little too deep. I think Brevin Lundstra had the hit there, and it goes over to Ellensburg on the serve, and that will be into the hands of Aubrey Roseberry. The libero approaches, hits it into the net. First unforced error of this match. So Ellensburg with one unforced service error gives Wenatchee, again, ties their largest lead at 3. Now Kate Berry will try to make it 4 and expand that division. Little touch at the nets. Nice play by Ellensburg. Wenatchee to the counter. They get it and keep it alive. Here's a kill attempt from the corner, and they're going to go for that hole in the pond. But right there for the Panthers is Jelson. And another kill up front. Give it to Torno. And she comes up with the point for the Bulldogs. Substitution, in comes Stickle. Also coming in for Ellensburg is Rinta. So Kendra Rinta will come in, and the service will be to Sarah Stickle. 5'7" senior. Right hand from the right side. Back line it goes. Almost came over the net. Here's a kill by Riley Jones. Count it. 12-9 on that point for Riley Jones as Wenatchee returns an excellent serve. And then comes up with a point offensively. Sienna Nell will have the service here for the Panthers, leading it by 3. They've yet to get a 4-point lead in this one. Nell's service. Back line it goes, and Roseberry is there. Here's a kill attempt. Almost getting into the net. This is going to go over for a point to Wenatchee. They say it went out of bounds. No touch. I thought maybe that grazed a fist, but no, says our officials here tonight. Nell again with the service, and Wenatchee out to its largest lead now at 4 points. Service. Back line, Roseberry. Simmons. Cross. Ellensburg. Now the kill attempt and a diving play. The Bulldogs keep it alive, get it back over, and keep it inside the antenna. Here's a kill. Riley Jones again. 14-9. Riley rising to the occasion. Had a chance to visit with Riley while we were hooking up the gear, getting ready for the broadcast here tonight. Riley was talking about track and throwing the javelin. Here comes the next serve by Nell. She's got 4 points in a row here for Wenatchee. Ellensburg, tips the net. That's a hard one to get over, and Wenatchee does somehow. Bulldogs counter. Little touch by Torno. Here's a kill again. Wenatchee comes up with the kill and the point. Brevin Lundskrull with this one. Good rally and volley by Wenatchee as they position themselves nicely and continue the service for Sienna Nell. Nell serve. Just barely gets it across. Up front it comes. Here's a kill attempt. Back line. There is Wenatchee. Another softer kill for Lundstra. Ellensburg counters and the block. Right there are the Bulldogs. Good volley once again. There's a set up front and a kill attempt by Lundstra. The ball is in the nets. Body's in the net. Out of bounds it goes. And a point to Wenatchee. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Ellensburg. Our broadcast here tonight on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Valley Tractor, North Central Washington's trusted equipment and rental dealer for 75 years. Also by Save Mart, shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. We'll take a 30-second break, come back. You're watching volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. Local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel, will be back again on tomorrow night over at Eastmont. So Wildcats take on the Moses Lake Mavericks in a battle for first place in the Big Nine. We're talking football tomorrow night here on the NCWLIFE channel. Sienna Nell finally misses the mark as her service goes a little bit too deep. And so a point to Ellensburg to break the run by Wenatchee. Substitutions here as Ashley Schilly will come in. Schilly, a 5'9" senior, will be the designated server here for Ellensburg. Her serve. Panthers, and another swipe and another kill by Lunstra. Lunstra and Jones up front for Wenatchee, showing, well, you know, you might be taller than we are, but we can jump. Lunstra will, yeah, there you go again. Lunstra got the kill, and she will have the service. Panthers up by 7. A little deep. Boy, I thought that may have been too deep, but Ellensburg plays it. And a beautiful diving play getting down to the floor was Beckstead to keep it alive. Touch at the net on a block attempt by the Panthers. Need to get it across. They do. Defensive move there by Stickle. Bulldogs get it back across by Simmons. Berry on the back line. Here's a kill attempt. Came back and hit Riley Jones in the shoulder, and then comes right back across and a point for Wenatchee. Wow. Riley Jones with the kill. The ball caroms off of a Bulldog up front, and that comes right back to her. She didn't even see it. And this service by Lunstra is in the net, so that will break a little run by Wenatchee. 18-11 our score now. Panthers' largest lead a second ago at 8 points. As the service will be to Torno. Torno down the line she'll go. Here's a reverse set and kill attempt. And Riley Jones has that rejected right back in her face, and a point for the Bulldogs. 18-12 the score. I think that's the first time Ellensburg has had the service and a service point here in this first set tonight. Best of 5. A little touch at the net, and nice job by Ellensburg to keep it alive as they get it across. Touch by Jones, and they're going to give a point to Wenatchee as going under the net with a foot was Rinta. Substitution, Waligorski comes back in for Wenatchee to get the serve here. Also coming out on the floor up front is Ava Ballou. And here's the service by Waligorski, leading it by 7, and that goes into the net. So a couple of unforced errors in a row by Wenatchee here. So 2 for the Panthers, 1 for the Bulldogs in this first set. Best of 5, 6-point differential, and in to serve will be Ava Stickle, second of the Stickle sisters, I should say. Daughters of Coach Jesse. And a soft serve there, so elegantly crossing the line. And a kill by Demersion. Spins off of the block attempt by Potts. It goes to the floor, and a point for the Panthers. Emma Beckstead comes back in here for Wenatchee. She'll have the service. The designated server for the Panthers. Up by 7 here in the first set. First serve to the back line. It goes to Roseberry. Bergs get it across. Reverse set. Kill attempt. And this one's a little wide, but did it hit a hand? They're going to say it did not hit a hand. It's going to be a point for Ellensburg. Into the contest for the Bulldogs comes Andy Musser. And the service will be to Simmons. Her service across and up towards the line. We're going to get a whistle here and a point. Block at the nets with hands on the other side of the net. So 20-15 the score. Basketball, they call it a held ball. And this time it's a point to Ellensburg. As Soraya Jensen came up to the net and misjudged it. It was coming down on Wenatchee's side and continued to fall to the floor. A little run here by the Bulldogs. Simmons again with the service. Here's a kill, and that will be money for Demersion. Claire with the point, and guess who has the serve? 21-16 the score. Panthers up by 5. Good first opening set here tonight at Wenatchee High School. Service by Demersion. Backline it goes to Roseberry. Up front, here's the kill attempt, and that may have been too wide, but Kate Berry trying to put both hands up, kind of a defensive posture, and it goes off of her out of bounds. So the point to Ellensburg. And Roseberry will have the service for the Bulldogs. Looks over to Coach Stickle. Goes right back to Berry. Able to get down to a knee, and this one looked like it touched somebody at the net. No, they're going to say it's a point to Ellensburg. Too wide and too long off the kill attempt up front by Lundström. A little bit of extra oomph tonight with two ranked teams facing off in this non-league battle. Service again, backline. Berry kind of awkwardly hit it, so Panthers just need to get it back over. They do. Roseberry up front, and a kill by Simmons, and it's good. Here comes Ellensburg. Have cut the lead to 2. It was 8 moments ago. Service again by Roseberry. Aubrey will approach. Service on the way. Right, just barely getting to it was Kate Berry, and then slipping down to a knee to keep it alive was Jelsing. It goes out of bounds, and now we're going to get a 1-point game and a timeout for Wenatchee. How about this one? We will take a 30-second break and come back. 21-20, Panthers by 1, but Ellensburg coming back, and we'll come back right after this.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
So back and forth we go. Jordan McGregor wanted to talk it over with her ladies and get things settled down on the service return for Wenatchee, as the run right now by Aubrey Roseberry has brought the Bulldogs to within a point here, 21-20 in our first set. Roseberry again on the service. There is Lundström. She'll get the ball back on the kill, and it will be a point to the Panthers. Well, the timeout helped and broke the string, and Wenatchee 3 away from taking this first set. And you look through the season for both these teams, and losing a set has not really been an option. Service by Kate Berry. Simmons is there awkwardly to Roseberry. Now just getting it across, and wow, how about that? Flat-footed kill from Musser, and a point to the Bulldogs. Back to within 1 at 22-21. We've had 2 ties, but Ellensburg has yet to lead in this first set. Service will be to Sarah Stickle. Her serve right down the line. Lundström is there. Kill attempt by Jones is in, and a point to Wenatchee. Boy, it couldn't have been in by much on that far side. I think Sienna Nell coming back in for the Panthers will have the service here. She will. Very close contest here in set number 1. Nell, service, back line. Roseberry is there, a little touch at the nets, and a kill and a point. Good idea by Brevin Lunstra. She saw that Ellensburg was kind of crowded to the left side of the net, so she goes with the kill back to the center, right? And Wenatchee gets the point. They're a point away from taking this first set. Nell with the service. Again, back line falling backwards was the return person. Kept it alive. Perry got it across the net. Here's a touch at the net by both teams at the same time. Here's a kill attempt by Wenatchee. Going to go out of bounds on the save attempt and dig by Stickle, and it will be a point to the Panthers, and Wenatchee wins the first set here tonight by a score of 25-21. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back, get you ready for set number 2 in the battle of top 5 teams in 4A and 2A volleyball. It's right here live on the NCWLIFE channel.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Welcome to Bliss. Population U. Not the you that wakes up every day wondering if you've gotten everything right. Or the you that has to power through whatever comes your way. This is the you that appreciates the warmth of a good coat and the fit of a purposeful boot. The you that is soothed by new life or scratching an old dog's ears. At Coastal, we want to be your partner in finding your bliss. Whether that's teaching you about keeping chickens, warming your home, or raising a well-built fence, we are hopeful and helpful because we're about this community. The one you know, with the dusty boots, a friendly porch, and neighbors that show up when you need a hand. So when you're looking for a place called Bliss, trust Coastal to help you find the way. Your country lifestyle superstore. Coastal. We're just what the country needs.
Coverage of high school volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel, brought to you in part by Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop. Schedule time on their Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulators. Call them up at 509-884-4653. That's 509-884-4653. Appreciate you joining us here tonight for top 5 volleyball between the Wenatchee Panthers, ranked 4th in the 4A poll, and the Ellensburg Bulldogs, ranked 3rd in the 2A poll. Both teams hoping to be destined for the state tournament down in Yakima in the Sun Dome, just less than a month away. Yeah, about that. Ellensburg will have the service after Wenatchee won the first set 25-21, and it will be Roseberry on the serve here for the Bulldogs. Her serve across and cross court, and good communication on the back line by Kate Berry back there leading the way and saying that was too deep, and it certainly was, so a point to Wenatchee to start this second set. Service by Berry. Cross court, she'll go. There is Simmons. Here's a shot. And no, they're going to say Wenatchee points. Ellensburg was calling for a touch as Jolie Torno got up high. She can't believe that it's not a point to their side, but it is to Wenatchee. 2-0 Panthers. Berry again on the service. She'll go all the way to the back line. Two Bergs came together at once. And here's a kill. It goes out of bounds and will be another point to Wenatchee. A little run here to start things off. 3-0 Wenatchee. We saw that 2 nights ago where Kate Berry in the first set against West Valley served 9 consecutive points to start the match. Berry serve. Cross court again. There for the return is Musser. Another block at the nets. Ellensburg scrambling. They get it back across. And then Wenatchee, little miscommunication. Brevin Lunstra was there along with Soraya Jensen. And Jensen has the ball hit at her feet. So a point first of the second set goes to Ellensburg. 3-1 to score. Service to Stickle. Backline she'll go to Lunstra. Here's a kill at the net by Jones. And a point to the Panthers. Riley Jones just thunderous kill at the net. Sienna Nell will come in for Jensen. Jensen will get a couple of words of encouragement from her coach, Jordan McGregor. She'll sit down on the bench, and Sienna Nell will have the service with Wenatchee up by 3. Nell serve. Cross court she'll go. Ellensburg defensive moment here, and another wide shot is trying to get it from the left side cross court is Torno, and she's not quite finding the range right now. A couple of them have gone wide. Panthers by 4. Sienna Nell continues on the serve for Wenatchee. Again, cross court, and again, this is an ace this time as they have found their mark along the back row as they're serving it right at Andy Musser. Let's see if they go across court again from Nell. Usually she goes right down that line, but she's been going cross court this one, and she does again, and Ellensburg cannot respond again as a miss hit by Ashley Schilly. And a point to the Panthers. They're up by 6. Nell continues the serve for Wenatchee. And this time she goes down the line like she has in the past. Ellensburg look for a hole in the pond, and they find it. Nice job by Torno. This time, instead of going heavy cross court, she'll go light to the middle and get a point for the Bulldogs. So Simmons will come back in. Back to serve will be Andy Musser. Here from the purple pit, student body section cheering for the Panthers here. Miss hit on the serve, and an ace going to go in the books for the Bulldogs. Andy Musser, as Lunstra had that one carom off of her forearms awkwardly and out of bounds. 7-3 the score. Musser's serve. Cross court she'll go. This time Lunstra up for the challenge. Now Lunstra with a kill. Kept alive by Stickle. Across by Simmons. Set. And beautiful kill from the back line this time. Lunstra again. This time from back deep after the assist by Journey Jelsing. Demersion will have the service for the Panthers. Claire's serve. And again, right down. Trying to get to it. Not able to. Is Andy Musser. 5'11" senior. They're serving it at her feet. You're 5'11". You got something coming at your feet. Makes it difficult. That's what Wenatchee's doing right now. Service again, and we're going to get a problem up front. Leaving the front area too soon was Turno, and a whistle comes immediately and a point to Wenatchee. Panthers up by 7. Service again. Musser able to handle this one a little better. Simmons blocked at the line. Riley Jones had to spin back around. Cross court it goes off of fingers. Wenatchee keeps it alive. Here's again a kill. It's Lunstra again for Wenatchee. Brevin coming to play here tonight. 8-point lead for Wenatchee. I think they get one more. We might get a timeout taken by Ellensburg here. Service by Demersion. Claire surveys the other side of the net. And Roseberry comes up. Kill attempt. Ooh, that may have been too deep, but Berry finds it. And now a pancake, and now a kill attempt, and it's in! Riley Jones feels it for Wenatchee. 12-3 the score. Talking with Jesse Stickle before the game, and the coach for Ellensburg, asked him how long he's been there. He says, I don't know, 5, 6 years? I can't remember. Here's a kill attempt by Ellensburg. It goes off a finger out of bounds, and it will be a point to the Bulldogs on the kill up front by Torno. I said, it just goes by so fast, doesn't it? And he says, yeah, it does. In the state tournament year after year, coming home with hardware year after year, the Ellensburg Bulldogs. Service, Wenatchee counters, Berry gets it across. Set up front by Stickle. Block at the net by Wenatchee. Now a set, and from the back line comes Demersion, and Demersion with a cannon. Points, Panthers. Beckstead will come in, so too will Ballou for Wenatchee. And it will be Beckstead on the service. Or wait, hold on. This is Murphy, Kenzie Murphy. Murphy with a good serve and a beautiful little touch right at the net by Hadley Potts. And Potts comes up with the point for Ellensburg, snaps a string for Wenatchee. Into the contest comes Ava Stickle for Ellensburg. Simmons on the front line along with Potts, as Ava will have the service, a 5'4" junior. Ellensburg down by 8. We saw them make a run in the first set. In this service, an unforced error. The second of the night here for Ellensburg. Wenatchee with 3 and 2 in that first set. Service to Wenatchee will be for Journey Jelsing. Jelsing serve. Back line again, right at Musser. Cross court, Potts a little too deep, too wide. Hadley having a hard time getting that cross court shot dialed in here. 15-5, Wenatchee out to its largest lead at 10 now, as Jelsing continues on the service for Wenatchee. Should get it across. And right again, Simmons down to a knee. Berry diving makes the play. Kill at the net, and this time it's a stone wall across that net here for Ellensburg as Potts leads the way on the block. Falls on the Wenatchee side. Point to the Bulldogs. Ashley Schilly comes in. She'll have the service. Right hand from the middle, goes back row with it. Wenatchee rotates, and a push, and oh my, back corner it goes. Ludstra finds the range and puts it in for a point. 16-6, wow. And there you go, Ludstra, who just got the point for Wenatchee on that beautiful looking shot, will have the service here. Right-hander will serve from middle left. She'll go cross court, and this one's up near the net. Berry fins. Cross court attempt is Jensen, and now a block at the net. Potts can't quite find the set coming to her hand correctly, so it'll go to a point to the Panthers. 17-6 now. Lundström again on the service for Wenatchee. Tough serve, Roseberry there. They'll work it up front, cross court. On the kill attempt by Musser. Here's Wenatchee. Their kill attempt is spinning off of Potts' hand off the kill by Demersion. We're going to get a timeout taken by Ellensburg. We'll take a break as well as the Bulldogs talk it over here. 30-second break on the broadcast. It's 18-6 here in set number 2. Wenatchee on top. You're watching Prep Volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable
A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Coverage of high school volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel, brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available too. Stop by their website at globalcartechcare.net. Eric Granstrom with you here at Wenatchee High School, where the Panthers won the first set 25-21. Ahead here in the second set 18-6, their largest lead right now at 12 points. And in to serve here, checking into the game, is Sela Hull, the senior designated server. We'll look over to Coach Jordan McGregor, find out where she wants to place this ball, and they will go back to, and again, Musser picking on her tonight. Kate Berry is able to get a nice dig. There's another kill attempt by the Panthers. Ellensburg counters. Another dig by Berry. Kill. Was it down the line? It was a point to Ellensburg, a little bit too wide for Soraya Jensen. So a little bit of a different look tonight for Wenatchee with Jensen in there. And also getting Sela Hull in there. Non-league match here tonight for both of these clubs. Here's one that's over the net. Wenatchee trying to get a finger up to it. It will tip off of one, maybe two hands and then go out of bounds. So a point to Ellensburg. They cut the lead to 10. They cut the lead to 1 in the last set, as Wenatchee early had an 8-point lead, but then here came the Bulldogs. Roseberry with the service. Berry on the other side is there. And here's a soft little kill attempt by Jelsing. Kate Berry again with a beautiful dig. Here's a set. And a shove up front for Wenatchee by Lamb. And this one cross court will hit a hand and then go out of bounds. So a point to Ellensburg. Here come the Bulldogs again. 18-9 to score as they have cut it in half here. Roseberry continues on the service. The libero approaches, and hold on, we're going to get a rotation problem again for Wenatchee. Rotation problem at the serve. People moving out of the zone too soon. So again, the service to Roseberry. Cross court, she'll go. Their back line for the Panthers is Hull, and a kill and a point for Wenatchee. Just when Ellensburg looks like they got a little momentum going their way. And then the Panthers come up with that big kill up front. Speaking of one who does it quite a bit, Jones just checked back in. Here's Kate Berry's serve. Cross court, she'll go to Musser. Up front, here's a kill attempt by Potts. Rejected by Wenatchee. Again, another return by the Panthers. Cross court, they'll try to go. Wenatchee with a tick of a finger at the line. Here's a kill. Cross court, and give a point to the Panthers. Becca Lamb with authority. Kate Berry continues the service. Wenatchee up 20-10. Cross court, back line. There is Ellensburg. Kill attempt, and Berry, falling down, was able to make the return, the dig, but apparently they say that Riley Jones was into the net. So a point to Ellensburg. Bulldogs will bring Sarah Stickle back in. Also coming back in is Kendall Rinta. And Stickle will have the service as it's a 9-point game here in the second set. Back line, middle, they'll go on the serve. Kill is returned on the Wenatchee side. Panthers, Berry sets it up. And a kill attempt, and it was partially blocked, but then falls to the floor. And is that Lamb again? It was. Sienna Nell will check back in for Wenatchee and be a server here as the Panthers are back up again by 10. So Nell on the service, left hand from the right side. And this one goes into the net. First time in this set. Wenatchee's had an unforced error on a serve. Simmons comes back into the lineup for the Bulldogs, and Emma Beckstead goes in for Wenatchee. Service will be to Andy Musser. Musser, good serve. Barry up front, and a block and a rejection on the Wenatchee side right off of Becca Lamb, trying to get a kill there. Rising to the occasion, literally and figuratively, is Torno, and she'll get the block and the point. 21-19 or 21-13 the score. Service again by Musser. Boy, barely got it over. Wenatchee just going to swipe at it, get it back over on the Ellensburg side of the net. Block again by Wenatchee. Panthers down to a knee on the bump. Here's the set. Kate Berry goes to the back line with it. Musser is there. There they come up front. Cross court. They'll attempt to get it, and that may have been wide, but Wenatchee being aggressive, trying to return it as Beckstead goes flying down to the floor. And a point for the Bulldogs. Here they come again. 21-14 the score. Musser, service. Barry has it. Up front to Jelson. And a kill this time is going to fall in. And again, Becca Lamb finding some success in that front left portion of the offense for Wenatchee. Lundster comes back in for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, back to serve will be Becca Lamb. Service for Lamb. Ooh, boy, that was difficult. And nice little idea at the net by Ellensburg. Here's a cross-court kill by Lundster, who just checked back in and makes her presence felt. Again, Lundster will go off a finger, and a point to Wenatchee. That ball may have been too deep, but Roseberry tried to get after it, and it will go a point to Wenatchee, and they're 2 away from wrapping up the second set. Lamb again on the service for Wenatchee. Back line for Roseberry. Up front it comes. Cross court, they'll push it on the set. And, oh, nice idea on the second hit here for Wenatchee. Barry with the dig. Kill. Blah. Oh, Barry got it alive again. Here they just punch it over the nets. What a volley for this point. Kill off of Riley Jones, and will be a point for Wenatchee, 24-14. Panthers going for the second set win on this serve by Becca Lamb. Deep. Oh, they try to go after it. Musser can't compete, and it will be a point to Wenatchee, and the Panthers take the second set here, 25-14. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back, and see if Wenatchee can sweep aside Ellensburg. We'll have that for you coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Coverage of high school volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel, brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842. They're on the web at alpineair.net. Also by Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge. 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. Order online at abbys.com. And by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. They're committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. You can find out more at Apple Valley Honda. Well, the Panthers have taken the first two sets here from 2A powerhouse Ellensburg, 25-21 and 25-14. Wenatchee will go for the sweep here as Kate Berry will have the serve to start it off in the third set. Service by Berry, cross court, and again awkwardly struck. Going down trying to get after it was Musser, and she could not muster the return, so a point on the ace by Kate Berry. Berry came through with some great digs in that second set. Kate's next serve. Again, cross court again. Musser this time able to get to it. To Stickle, block at the net by Jones. They will get it back over Will Ellensburg. Here's a reverse set and a left hand for the right side by Nell, and this one will go a point for Wenatchee. Good scramble drill by Ellensburg. Simmons just couldn't quite get a piece of it, and it will go out of bounds, and a point to the Panthers, up 2-0. Ellensburg has yet to lead this one. They closed the gap to within one a couple of times. A couple of ties early in the first set. Again, Musser falling down. Here's a kill attempt, and this time it's going to go in for a point for the Bulldogs. Nice shot by Torno at the net. That's several kills for her tonight. For Ellensburg, Sarah Stickle will have the service for her coach and dad, Jesse. I wrestled for my dad, who was a coach, and I always wondered if, you know, it was one of those things where you don't talk about whatever the sport is at the dinner table. Well, heck, we'd get home and we'd move the dinner table and wrestle in the kitchen. It's just the way it was. Tied up at 2 here as Ellensburg gets a ace for the first time, I think, here tonight. Here's a kill. Riley Jones again. When she gets up there high, I mean, there's just very little chance. In for the Panthers, I believe, is Beckstead, if I'm not mistaken. It is, yes, Emma checked in, the designated server, with the Panthers leading at 3-2. Oh my gosh! Oh, what a shot now! Oh, Ellensburg gets it back across. Oh my gosh! How did they do that? Riley Jones says, "Okay, you're going to get it back across. I'm going to take care of business." Wow! How the Bulldogs were able to even get that back over the net, I have no idea. On the service from Beckstead, just a cannon serve. Here she comes again with that cannon. Roseberry has it. Now the kill by Simmons. Spinning ball. Wenatchee needs to now scramble to get it over. Kate Berry does. Up front it comes to Stickle, and here's the kill. Wenatchee is there. Nice job by Demersion, and Demersion will then get the kill cross court off of the hand of Roseberry. Point to the Panthers. Boy, Beckstead, you don't think this diminutive one would have such a cannon serve, but boy, has she the last two. And again, here it is on this one, as Ellensburg will try to go for the soft spot. Kate Berry, yet again, another dig tonight. Here's a kill, and this one is going to be out. Point to Wenatchee. Nice attempt by Torno, but just a little bit wide of the mark. And a point to Wenatchee as Beckstead continues the service for Wenatchee, up by 4 now. And this one a little bit too deep. I mean, a ball's width too deep. Substitution, Ashley Schilly will come in. She'll have the service for Ellensburg. I think across the net, Brevin Lundström also checked back in for Wenatchee in a 6-3 contest. Schilly ready. Looks over to the coach's clipboard, and here comes the serve. And she will spin it to Lundström. Set, kill, point. I'll tell you that Claire Demersion not the tallest on the floor by any stretch. In fact, she'll come short to most, but how she's able to get a little elevation and yet just get that massive kill. And now she has the serve, and she'll get an ace. Roseberry couldn't handle it. 8-3 the score. Panthers up by 5, their largest lead here in this third set. Panthers trying to get the sweep of Ellensburg here tonight. My, oh my. Service by, and this one's a little bit too deep by Demersion. So Wenatchee with only their third unforced error on a service here in the contest tonight. Service by Ellensburg. That was a rifle serve. Kill at line, and this off of Lundström's fist will hit a Bulldog and then go out of bounds. Riley Jones will have the service now for Wenatchee, up by 5. Jones with the right hand from the left side. And she will serve it to Simmons. Roseberry back to Simmons. Nice diving play by Jones. Panthers get it back across. Good scramble. Here's a kill attempt cross court. Jones again down to a knee. Cross court again, Wenatchee. What a volley we have here in this particular point. Splits the defense, hits a Panther and goes to the floor off of the kill by Simmons. Point to Ellensburg. Bulldogs are not done in this one. They want to have a say in what's going to happen in their future here over the next 15-20 minutes. Service by Stickle. Ava goes back line. Panthers are there. Kill attempt blocked at the nets off of Lundström, and this one is in. Beautiful shot up front again, getting the kill and getting the point to Simmons. 2 in a row for Ellensburg. Again, it is Ava Stickle with the service. Bulldogs trail it by 3, trying to close that gap once again. Panthers rotate up front, a little bit too wide. Lundström trying to go down the line this time. Can't quite find the range. Out of bounds is the call. 9-7 the score. So Wenatchee led by as many as 5 in this one. That's now down to 2. Stickle. Back line, Wenatchee's there. Here's a kill attempt again. This one will find pay dirt for Wenatchee as Lundström, number 2, goes off of number 2 for Ellensburg, Ava Stickle. And it'll be a point to the Panthers. 10-7 the score. And service will be to Journey Jelsing. Jelsing looks over to her coach. Now comes with the serve. She'll go back line to and a beautiful falling down play by Schilly. Little touch at the nets by the Bulldogs. This one by Lundström is touched at the nets and then kept alive. Diving play by Berry. And a little miss hit as 2 Bulldogs came together up front. Looked like it was Potts coming together with Thomas maybe. And ball falls behind them, in for a point for Wenatchee. So the service continues for Journey Jelsing. Roseberry is there. Touch up front. And Potts got it over. Kill attempt for Wenatchee by Brevin Lundström again, and it is another point for the Panthers. 12-7. Ellensburg is just like that old car you got that's got some cruddy gas in the tank, and you start going up a hill and suddenly that crud stirs around in the tank, but that crud for Ellensburg tonight is the form of the Wenatchee Panthers. Here's a kill attempt. It hits off of a Panther. They keep it alive. Now they rotate, and it will be touching the net. Will it be out? No, yes, out. Point to Ellensburg. 12-7 the score. I have no idea what that analogy was. Back into the game comes Musser. Meanwhile, Simmons will have the service for the Bulldogs. Back line mishit by Brevin Lundstra. It'll go over to the coach on the bench. And will be a point and an ace for Ellensburg, back to within 3. That's where you hope that fuel filter helps you out. And that's what Ellensburg's hoping right now. Service by Simmons. All the way to the back line. Wenatchee rotates it back up front. Here's a kill attempt. Block at the net. Touched again by Wenatchee. Nice idea at the line by Ballou. She wisely jumps up high as that ball skimmed back over to the Wenatchee side, and she'll go cross court with it for the point for the Panthers. It will be Lundstra on the service for Wenatchee, up by 4. Service by Brevin. Back line to Roseberry. Up front it comes, a rotated around, Stickle, and a kill and a point, and a nice kill there by Musser. Musser has certainly had her challenges on service returns here tonight, but she's done well up front on the kill line for Ellensburg. Roseberry will have the service again. The libero helped to run in the last set. Let's see if she can do it again here, trailing it by 3. Beautiful serve. Berry bailing out, gets it across. Kill attempt by Nell, and this one will go off of Roseberry out of bounds and a point. So Roseberry had the serve. She had the chance, but killed by Nell, the difference in that one. Kate Berry will have the service for Wenatchee. Always with a smile on her face, just like her older sister, Ava Jo. 14-10 the score. Panthers on top, where they've been all night long. Here's a soft kill attempt by Musser. Berry diving play. Again down to a knee, Roseberry. Here's the set by Stickle. Cross court, and again, boy, just having a hard time finding the range there is Torno. Goes out of bounds. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aquatherapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics. All you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Service by Berry. Cross court she'll go. Back line to Simmons. Up front to Stickle. Kill attempt is kept alive by Wenatchee for a moment. And the kill up front this time, good for Torno. As Ellensburg gets the service back. Stickle will come in to the contest. So 2 checking in is Andy Musser. Stickle with the serve, trailing it by 4. Soft serve here. Down to a knee is the Panthers, Brevin Lundstra, and a kill from the opposite side. Good in Demersion. I don't know how Claire can find that, let alone get it over. Claire looks like she's about 5, I don't know, 5'7", something like that. And yet she's able to somehow elevate. Emma Beckstead comes in for the serve for Wenatchee. Back line to Musser. Up front it goes, and a nice job trying to find a hole in the pond. But Wenatchee right there with the counter. Here's another set. Kill it at the net, blocked by Wenatchee as Riley Jones got after it. Here's a diving play by the Panthers, and a block, and the block falls on the Ellensburg side. Point to Wenatchee. Panthers up by 6. Their largest lead here in this third set. They won the first set 25-21. Second set 25-14. And the serve from Beckstead a little bit too long. Good communication on the side of the Bulldogs. Ellensburg will have it. 17-12 the score. And the service will be by Musser. Andy Musser approaches. Goes back line middle to Berry. Set up front, kill up front. Demersion again. Got to give credit to Journey Jelsing. She's doing a great job on the set for Wenatchee. Journey doing a great job setting it up for her other kill artists. And the service will be for Demersion. 18-12, Panthers by 6. Kind of a miss hit on the return, and this will be miss hit again and go out of bounds. That will work as good as an ace for Wenatchee and cleared immersion. 19-12. Panthers trying to get the sweep of Ellensburg, ranked 3rd in the 2A poll, 4th ranked Panthers in the 4A poll. Service to Musser. She's there this time. Here's a back corner kill attempt. Wenatchee there. Kill attempt again. Nice dig for Stickle. And this time a block by Wenatchee. Riley Jones rising again. And it will hit on the Ellensburg side, hit a Bulldog, go out of bounds, and a timeout taken on the floor here by Coach Stickle. Our broadcast brought to you by Coastal Farm and Ranch, Wenatchee's country lifestyle superstore located across from Costco in East Wenatchee. Coastal, just what the country needs. We'll take a 30-second break, come back. You're watching volleyball tonight here on the NCW Life channel.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Ellensburg with the timeout, trying to break a little run here. Wenatchee leads at 20-12. Our broadcast also brought to you by Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate. For all your real estate needs in Central Washington, give them a call, 509-888-8887. That's 509-888-8887. Thanks to our sponsors for helping us bring you high school sports here on your local TV station, the NCW Life channel. Again, we'll be out at East Lawn High School's Wildcat Stadium tomorrow for the battle for first and basically the Big Nine Championship, regular season championship tomorrow between the Wildcats and the visiting Moses Lake Mavericks. Service for Wenatchee is by Kinsey Murphy, who's off the bench. Gets it across, tipped at the net on the kill attempt by Torno. Kill this time by Lunstra, dug out by Ellensburg. Simmons gets it across. Jelsing again, down to a knee, Roseberry. Little touch, no hole in the pond. Wenatchee covers like a lily pad. Reverse set this time, and kind of a miss hit, but it gets over for Ellensburg. Berry with the set, and that comes right into our microphone here on the net after the block attempt by Turno goes out of bounds. Point to the Panthers. 4 away from wrapping it up in a sweep here tonight at home. Wenatchee with another tough challenge coming up on Saturday against Meade. Murphy with the serve, beautiful serve. Simmons got down to it. Ellensburg will shove it across. Wenatchee with some reserves in the game right now. There was a kill attempt at the net, block, and another kill attempt. And Wenatchee, like a ping pong ball on their side of the floor, falls in for a point. Ellensburg staying alive here. As dropping back to serve will be Jolie Torno. Trailing it by 8. Torno's serve. Middle, and Berry got tied up with one of her teammates. They both go sliding down. Wenatchee able to get it back across. Here's a reverse set, kill attempt, and Berry missed it. I think she tried to hit it and missed. It goes out of bounds. I'm sure Kate will tell you that, no, I knew that was out. Goes too deep, and a point to Wenatchee, 22-13 the score. Substitutions, off the bench comes Summer Bromley. Sophomore getting a chance here. Also, they'll try to get Maddie McKay in. Hold on, we gotta get the substitution correct. Okay, so hold on, gotta make sure it's right. Now we got it. Okay, so into the contest comes Summer Bromley. Bromley will have the service as Wenatchee needs 3 more points to win this third set. Bromley serve across, nice serve. Stickle pushes it across, does Ellensburg. Kill attempt, a little kind of a swipe by Lunstra. Here's a shove by Ellensburg. Nice idea, Stickle is able to find the hole, and she'll get the point to keep Ellensburg's night alive, 22-14. Ava Stickle will come in to serve now. trailing it by 8. Service by Stickle. She'll go right down, right into the lap of a Panther, but they are able to get it across. Now Wenatchee scrambling. They do get it back across. Touched by Roseberry. Up front it goes to Simmons. Blocked on the Wenatchee side. They can't quite get the double hit here as it falls to the floor. Jelsing up there trying to get another hit on it. Just can't quite get it. 22-15 Ellensburg. Can they do the comeback again? Stickle on the service. Oh boy, that is a dead duck. Falls in for an ace. Goes off of the hand of Murphy. Sprawling for it for Wenatchee. And make that a 6-point game. Stickle with the serve. Middle right. Again, just a duck serve. Wenatchee this time gets it, but there's a nasty block at the net by Hadley Potts. Point to Ellensburg. It's a 5-point game. Bulldogs feeling it right now. Stickle again. She served the Bulldogs back in a previous set here tonight. Stickle serve. Back in the lap of the Panthers. They get it up front. Here's a kill attempt blocked by Stickle. Rambling are the Bulldogs. Down to an ego the Panthers. I'm kind of blocked by the net and by the official here. And a point going to be given to Ellensburg on a lift. So it's hard for me to see numbers when they've got ponytails, hair hanging off the back, covering their numbers. Haven't done enough games to know them all by face as of yet. So make it a 4-point differential. And Wenatchee quickly grabs to the bench and gets their starters back out there. Here's a serve by Stickle. This one into the net to the point to Wenatchee, giving them one more notch closer to getting the sweep here tonight. Substitution as Sienna Nell comes back in. Meanwhile, it'll be Journey Jelsing on the service for Wenatchee. Panthers trying to halt that run, get the serve back. Jelsing serve. And that was pretty deep. Roseberry is there. They'll rotate it up front, Stickle, and now a little touch by Potts. Wenatchee with the counter. Here's a left-handed hit by Nell as the Panthers reached over the net, but I think it is a point to Wenatchee. 24-18 the score. Apparently Ellensburg was over the top of the net. So here we go. Match point. Jelsing. Journey approaches. Serve, good one. Musser just trying to defend it here. They got it cross court. Wenatchee scrambling. Barry keeps it alive. Here's a kill attempt, and it's in for a point for Wenatchee as the final point tonight for Demersion. And the Wenatchee Panthers impressively sweep aside the Ellensburg Bulldogs. 25-18 the score in this final set. Our broadcast tonight also brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. For over 50 years, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is family owned. They service all brands, commercial or residential. Schedule maintenance and repairs. Call today 509-884-6444. We'll take a break, come back, and get you post-game coming up. We'll talk to some of the combatants here for the Wenatchee Panthers and talk to their coach, Jordan McGregor. It's all coming up here on the post-game show next on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today. Welcome back here on the post-match show on the NCWLIFE channel as the Wenatchee Panthers sweep aside the Ellensburg Bulldogs. Riley Jones joining us now here on the post-match show. Riley, talk about this one tonight. I know you expected them to come in and really give you guys a challenge. You took care of business tonight.
Yes. We didn't do much preparing on the team whatsoever. We knew that they were going to be good, and we were just going to play our game.
It's kind of your focus all along, right? I mean, it's more about what you guys do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. We don't watch a lot on other teams just because we like just going into it and playing our game and trying our best.
I was looking at their lineup. I mean, they're 6'2", they're 5'11", they're 5'10". That's a little taller than you guys. So not a preparation for when you face a team like that that's probably going to have hands up in your face when you're at the net?
We do a lot of hitting around the block training and just swinging hard and making sure to cover each other, even if just because we know there's going to be a big block.
Between you and Brevin and Claire, I mean, talk about cannons. I asked you this last year. Have you guys ever measured how fast that ball's going?
No. I don't think we have the tech for that.
They could borrow it from the baseball team if they've got a radar gun, that type of thing. So as you wind up the season, I mean, we're coming down the stretch here. You got Meade coming in this weekend. Talk about that challenge, too, of facing two really good teams down the stretch. I guess that's going to prepare you for state, right?
Yeah, we definitely take it as a positive so that we play a couple really good teams before we go to state. We played them back in a tournament, but we'll see if this weekend can be different. So. Okay,
other than doing leg lifts and doing exercises with your legs, how do you improve your jumping ability? Because you can jump out of the room here.
I don't know. I've been jumping, I feel in a lot of sports for a while because I play basketball too, but a lot of box jumps and plyometrics like that.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
Riley Jones joining us here on the post-match show as the Wenatchee Panthers sweep aside Ellensburg. We'll talk to their coach. I know she hates doing this, but we're going to talk to Jordan McGregor coming up next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome back once again here on the post-match show as the Wenatchee Panthers take down the Ellensburg Bulldogs here, 25, 21, 14, and 18. Jordan McGregor joining us now. Immediately I looked at their roster. I'm like, oh my, 6'2", 5'11", 5'10". Do you change anything for your style in a match against a team like that?
I mean, no, Ellensburg's always known for their height. I mean, maybe a little bit in where we're trying to hit, but honestly, I just tell my girls to power through and try to use actually that block to our advantage versus it being a disadvantage for us.
Which it did several times here tonight. We had, you sent Riley over here. I mean, her abilities up front, and I was talking to her about it too, when she and Brevin and when Claire all get that going, I mean, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, those three they do their job and they do it well, for sure. I mean, there's a reason those three are playing in college. Absolutely.
I also wanted to point out Kate Berry tonight. I mean, she had so many digs and just flying all over the floor. You know, it's expected because she comes from that line, but I can't overlook that, right? Oh,
no, she definitely stood out tonight. I mean, do we know she can do that? Yeah, absolutely. But we still got to give her credit where credit's due. And tonight she had a fantastic match, for sure. She kept a lot of balls alive for us. Ellensburg kept trying to come back against you, but, I mean, they never had the lead in any of those three sets. You got to love that. I mean, it was a good win for us. Ellensburg's a great team, and heading into the second half of our season, it's nice to see a team like that now versus at the very beginning, and it just gives us a good gauge of where we're at and what we still need to work on. So, yeah, it was a good match. Got a team meet coming in on Saturday afternoon. Do you prep for that? Is it anything specific, or is it just all about Wenatchee? I tell the girls that they focus on what they're doing on their side of the court, and it's us coaches' job to focus on what's happening on the other side. So us coaches, we watch film and we try to stat, and I need to know who I want my girls to serve to and what defenses we want to run against certain hitters. And so us coaches do that, but I tell the girls to just focus on what they're doing on their side of the net. And if, both of us can just do our jobs, then hopefully we do well. I want to ask you, too, on some of the serves for the ladies. Nell is one of those that has this kind of, I call it a knuckleball. It's just, is there something you do different with your hand when you strike the ball to do that? I mean, there's definitely a technique to it. We like to say she's got a little bit of lefty magic, but there's definitely a technique to how we teach our servers how to serve to give it more. It's called a float serve, and it's to give it more of that drop. Yeah. And there's times where it looks like a knuckleball where it's going through the air, too. That's the point, so that's good. Well, congrats on the win tonight, and, good luck against Meade on Saturday. Thank you. All right. There you go. Jordan McGregor joining us here on the post-match show as Wenatchee gets the sweep over Ellensburg and continues that roll as they get ready for the postseason. We'll come back and wrap it up here for Wenatchee High School. Coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
One more time around here at Wenatchee High School, where the Panthers defend the home court tonight and continue their winning streak to 9 matches after they lost their first win to Linden. They haven't lost since, and they had a tough task against Ellensburg here tonight, but get the win 25-21, 14-18, the final, as the Panthers continue their trek towards a postseason spot. And who knows, maybe back at the state tournament and maybe bringing home some hardware, and who knows, maybe that state championship, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Ellensburg, meanwhile, they've only got 2 matches left in their regular season in their conference, and then they have to go to the district tournament. So it's getting to be that time where every single match, every single serve, every single point counts for what you want to do in your future. I wanted to thank our crew tonight. Callie Benson on the camera here down low. We had Mike Richards. Thanks, Mike. This was his first volleyball match here tonight. Mike up top. And Tim Bernowski, our production assistant here on site. And then back in the studios, Eli Ginter, our production assistant back in the studios. That's going to wrap it up for volleyball action here tonight. Don't forget, we've got football tomorrow night as the Eastmont Wildcats take on the Moses Lake Mavericks for first place in the Big Nine. That's going to wrap it up here from Wenatchee High School. Again, a 3-set sweep of the Bulldogs by the Panthers. Have a good night, everybody. Hand off to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from 2. Squirts between the...
Thanks for watching exclusive coverage of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. This broadcast has been sponsored in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. We now return you to normal broadcasting already in progress on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out.